Good morning everyone. I am going to take a lecture of class 9th science on the lesson metallurgy. The substance around us are in the form of the some or other elements or their compounds. Elements were classified into the on the basis of their physical and chemical properties into the types of the metals, non-metals and metalloids. So our today's topic is metals. We already learned about the physical properties of the metal from in the previous standard. We always revised about the physical properties of metals. What are the physical properties of metals? Metals are rigid. It is mainly in solid state. Okay, and metal is the good conductor of electricity and heat. And metal is sonorous. Means if we struck on the metal, it produces sound. So it is sonorous. And metal have the high melting point and high boiling point also, and it is hard in nature. So it is about the physical properties of metal. We already know about it. So now we see about the how metal is reactive. Metal is so reactive, and it lose electrons and form a positive charge. Okay, and form positively charged cations. So let's see. Firstly, we will take a sodium metal. It has 11 protons and 11 electrons in it, and its electronic configuration is its electronic configuration is 2, 8, 1. This is the sodium metal, 11 protons here. Then in this shell there are 2 electrons. These 2 electrons. Okay. After that, in this shell, in secondmost shell, there are 8 electrons. Okay, and in the last shell, only 1 electron is present. So for the sodium metal, it is easier to lose 1 electron than gaining the 7 electrons. Metal required for completing their octet, 8 electrons required in this outermost shell. So for this sodium, losing 1 electron is more easy than gaining the 7 electron. So here sodium metal lose this 1 electron, and then its electronic configuration becomes 2, 8. And on this sodium metal form cation and positive charge because it loses 1 electron. Likewise, for the magnesium metal, in the magnesium metal there are 12 electrons or 12 protons are present, and its electronic configuration is 282. In this magnesium metal, 12 protons are present and 12 electrons. In this shell, 2 electrons present. In the second shell, 8 electrons. And in the last outermost shell, 2 electrons present. So for the magnesium also, losing 2 electrons is more easy than gaining 6 electrons for completing the octet. If they lose their 2 electrons, then they complete their octet in this shell by this second shell. So magnesium lose these 2 electrons and become positively charged ions. After losing this 2 electrons, it becomes positively charged and its electronic configuration becomes 2,8, similar as sodium. Okay. Metals easily lose their electrons, and that is why metals are called electropositive elements. Metal forms positive charge or positive ions, means cations, and so they called as a electropositive ions by losing the electrons. Okay. Now we will see the one animated video about the metals, combustion of metals. Okay, let's see this video.
What happens when metals are burnt in air? We have taken the samples of sodium, copper, magnesium, gold and iron filings. Burn the metal one by one over the Bunsen burner and observe. We see that some metals react immediately with oxygen like sodium and some metals react slowly. Almost all metals combine with oxygen to form metal oxides. Thus, we find that different metals show different reactivity towards the oxygen.
Download Spark Learning app.
Product form after the combustion of metal. Whenever metals come in contact with the air or oxygen, it always forms metal oxide. We seen in this video that when sodium metal is heated on the Bunsen burner flame, then it immediately catch fire and form sodium oxide. Every metal form oxide in the product. Okay, and when we can also observe that whenever we heat aluminium, then the color of this Bunsen burner flame change into the silver white, and when we heat copper, the flame will change into greenish blue. So we have to note down that when we heat aluminium, color change silver white. When we heat sodium on this flame, Bunsen burner flame, color change into intense yellow. Okay, when we heat copper, then color change into greenish blue. Okay, and when we heat magnesium, the colors change into the intense white. For the magnesium, the color of the flame change into the intense white color. Each time when we put this metal on this near this flame or on this flame, then it immediately start or catch the fire, immediately started burn, and each metal in this metal, each metal having the capacity to each metal have the ability to release and gain the energy at the same time. When we heated these metals, they absorb, each atom of this metal absorb the energy, and when they release energy, they release energy in the form of light. So whenever they gain the energy and release energy at the same time, so we can see when they release energy in the form of the light, so we can see the light after the heating the metal. Okay, now we will see reaction of the metals. What happens when metal react with the oxygen? Now let's see the reaction of metal with oxygen. Okay, sodium and potassium both are the so soft metals, and we can cut them with knife. Okay, so sodium and potassium are so much reactive, and when they react with oxygen, this reaction is highly exothermic. It catch the heat, or it can started burning as earlier. Okay, so let's see about the sodium. What happened when sodium reacts with the oxygen? Okay, so here we take 4 sodium molecules, 4 Na plus oxygen molecule, 2 oxygen molecule. Even at room temperature, it forms oxide. sodium oxide. It is a balanced reaction. This is sodium oxide. Here 4 nitrogen molecules, so here it is also 4 nitrogen molecules, 2 multiplied by 2, 4 nitrogen and 2 oxygen molecule, this 2 oxygen molecules, so it is the balanced reaction. Okay, if we placed sodium, it catch heat immediately because it is exothermic reaction. So whenever we put sodium openly in the laboratory, then it suddenly catch fire and started burning. So for this safety or prevent the accident in the laboratory, sodium metal is always kept inside the kerosene. Now first question raised in our mind is that why it is not kept in the water? Because oxide is some metals are soluble in the water and they react with water to form the alkali. Because this if we put this sodium in the water, then it form this oxide of this metal, it react with the water, soluble in water, and they form alkali. Like if sodium oxide kept in the water, it formed alkali, means 2NaOH, sodium hydroxide. This is also a balanced reaction. This is sodium oxide. When react with the water molecule, it forms sodium hydroxide. This is sodium hydroxide. It is also the balanced reaction. 2 sodium molecule, here also 2 sodium molecules and 2 hydrogen and 2 oxygen molecules are there. These 2 oxygen molecules. Okay. Likewise, the balance will be, we can balanced the reaction. Okay. Now we see the video about the reaction of water with the metal. What happened when the metal react with the water? Okay.
What happens when metals react with water? We have taken samples of sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium and gold. Put the small piece of samples in beaker half filled with water. We can see that the sodium reacts vigorously with water. The reaction is so violent and exothermic that the evolved hydrogen immediately catches fire. The reaction of calcium with water is less violent. The heat evolved is not sufficient for the hydrogen to catch fire. Magnesium does not react with cold water. It reacts with hot water to form magnesium hydroxide and hydrogen. It also starts floating due to the bubbles of hydrogen gas sticking to its surface. Aluminium did not react either with cold or hot water, but it reacts with steam to form metal oxide and hydrogen. Gold does not react at all with water or steam. Thus, we can conclude from the observations that different metals show different reactivity towards water. Metals react with water and produce a metal oxide and hydrogen gas, and some don't react at all, like gold.
Download Spark Learning app.
In this video, we seen about the reaction of water with the metal. When metal react with water, it forms metal hydroxide and evolve the hydrogen gas. Different metals show different reactivity with water. For example, aluminium, zinc and iron do not react with hot water. Either it is cold or hot. Okay, it do not react with hot or cold water, but they react with the steam to form their oxides. Different metals show different their own reactivity with the water. Now we will see example of the what happened when the metal react with the water. So let's see. We take sodium. Plus it reacts with water, H2O. What happened? It produces NaOH, sodium hydroxide, plus hydrogen gas evolve from this reaction. Plus it also produced heat. It is highly exothermic reaction, and when sodium come in contact with water, it immediately catch fire. So it is highly exothermic reaction and release hydrogen gas in this reaction. Okay, so it is all about the metals we see in this lecture. Physical properties of metal, chemical properties of metal and reactions of metals with oxygen, with water. Okay, thank you so much.